the beat. It's me and you. Our souls shouldn't compete. Gather your thoughts, intellectual wise, and grow. Expand yourself. Get to know yourself. Prepare yourself for the unknown. Always knowing that the unknown is destined to come. What are you going to be? Renewing of your mind. Reading. Chapter 12, Romans 12, 2. Renewing of your mind. Reading aloud. You know, God has placed a lot of things on my heart just to share with the people and the masses, just to get it out there. And every day, I'm pushing forward. It's a daily fight. But the only thing is, you're only going to win if you battle your own battle. Nobody's going to fight for you. You wake up in the morning, you strive to be a better person. The world is going to beat you up no matter what you do. Because it's like the opposing forces. It's outside. Everything's trying to come in. When everything's trying to come in, you got to push it out. Keep pushing all that negativity out of you. Keep your mind focused on yourself to elevate yourself. Get to know God. Put Christ in your heart, and He's going to guide you. Believe me. There's only one person that can transform you completely, and that's Christ Jesus. I give all my glory, my thanks to Him, what He's doing for me. Even though I don't have nothing, I'm giving you something. I ain't got to tell you all my problems. I got mad problems, and I'm surprised this video thing is still working. Because you know what? I couldn't pay the bill. I had to put this on sacrifice, but you know how God works in mysterious ways. Never have before have my phone or anything been cut off, but not only has it been cut off, but it's been working. I can't receive no phone calls, but I can still spread the message to everybody else. What He's doing. He's still allowing me to communicate and get this message out, despite being cut off. That's powerful. I don't even know how this is working right now. So if you get this today, confirmation is still going. It's still working. Hey, I have faith that everything's going to take place and everything's going to turn out the way it's going to be. I'll keep pushing forward. That gravitational pull that you need to acquire for yourself, that magnetism that you need to acquire for yourself, it's not going to happen for you sitting still and sitting idle. No matter what you do, no matter how down you get, you got to still get up. And you got to still fight. I fight myself every day. I got demons in me. They be fighting. I'm fighting right back. I care. I care. That's why I shape, I train, I battle. I'm mentally, spiritually, physically. I'm ready for war. What you ready for? Now, let me get off into the reading because, you know, I feel blessed. I want you to enjoy this blessing. So let me get this out before I might get cut off or somebody might come in for a haircut. I wish they would, but no, I don't. I need the right kind of people around me. Not anybody can come around me. I'm not letting anybody just come around me. Only the right kind. Right kind of people. You can be around a king if you're being a peasant. You can be around them places. But I can encourage you peasants to pick yourself up because you too can be king-like. Believe in yourself. I know I do. All right. Romans 12, 2. This is part 6, still chapter 7. We're going to read. We left off on vanity. The second step towards change is understanding the process of change. A clear understanding of what vanity or development or true self-improvement. What are you trying to change? Really, what are you trying to change? These will be clear and undisputed in our mental view in order to become effective in our reality. Vanity, excessive pride, excessive attention to one's appearance. Vanity gets us all the time. Pride, especially in today's age right now. Everyone is stuck on themselves. Everyone is stuck on how they present themselves to be. I mean, are you really that narcissistic? Man, are you really stuck on yourself that much? I think you are. But I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. All right. Third step is the remembrance of the process in itself. We must remember all efforts used. This self-discipline involved in all the difficulties we face. What kind of wisdom obtained from self, for self? Life begins to look like a race. Hurdles will always be a part of life's race if we have to run this race as if we are running 100 meters. Let me bring that back again. Hurdles will always be a part of life's race. So we have to run this race as if we're running 100 meters without the hurdles, because we know that effort is required to run, and that hurdles are just another form of the fun during the race. This is my metaphor for that. If you start off on a journey and you understand that there's going to be obstacles in your way, you premeditated that it's going to be problems, there's going to be things, there's going to be setbacks, so you go forward knowing that it might be a setback. But if you go forward not thinking that anything's going to be in your way and it's going to be smooth sailing, and then when you come across something or an issue, you don't know how to handle it, you're not equipped, you're caught off guard. So always be on guard to be off guard, more likely. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be Pink Panther. I'm not, how did he say it? I'm not skeptical of anything, but I'm skeptical of everything. You understand? You gotta be wary about things, but still know that something can come around, but you still gotta run your path. Bad habits and qualities are situations that need to be changed, are hurdles in our lives, not obstacles. Fourth step in the process of change is to not expect a particular change to make life perfect from that moment on. That's the fourth step. The fourth step in the process of change is not to expect a particular change to make life perfect from that moment on. That's a true setup for a letdown, because more change may be needed. We make these changes to get closer to God. We can't get any closer than we already are. He's inside of each and every one of us. He's inside each and every one of us. He's already inside you, so you can't get no closer to him than you already are. We all have this door. We all have to open this door. Here we go. No. He's inside each and every single one of us. All we have to do is open the doors of our hearts to him. He's knocking on your door right now. That's Christ. He's knocking on your door. You gonna let him in? You gonna let him in? He's knocking. Let him in. For real. I mean, if he's knocking at the door and you that hard that you don't want to humble yourself up enough because you don't want to let go of your desires and the things that you entice the most, like, don't you want a better life? Don't you want better things for yourself? Don't you want to live longer? Don't you want to see progression in your life? I mean, are you just going to be stagnant all the time and not doing nothing? Listen, I'm not no video guy. I'm sitting up here, I stammer on my reading and everything. I'm not perfect, but I'm doing this because this is a calling. I was called to do this, so I'm going to do it. Despite how I feel or how I look or how I think I look, I mean, really? You all caught up on what I'm looking like and how I'm coming off instead of listening to the word, then that's your problem. That's your problem. We need to listen more, talk less. Or maybe you'll grow in all aspects of life. I'm telling you, Christ is knocking. Thump. Let him in. That's all you gotta do. We do spiritual work to become more aware and less distracted, so we can enjoy the depths of this perpetual closeness to him. Virtue, uprightness, a commendable quality. How many people got virtuous activities in their life? How many people are virtuous people? Are someone just good to be around that have commendable qualities? I mean, it's honorable. That's just like deep, man. Like, or do you just have people that just around you that doesn't have any respect for anything? They is so disrespectful for everything that comes out their mouth. It's just, you're like, wow, they have no kingdomship in them at all. No royalty in them at all. Like, I'm royal. So, uprightness, virtuous. Be a person of virtue. A person with commendable qualities. The old saying, virtue is in his own reward. Virtue is his own reward. It's the same as change is his own reward. It has many hidden rewards. We are all still equally made of God, whether we reflect it in our patterns of life or not. When we start seeing everything in a larger context, taking the blockers off, so you can use your peripheral, you don't have to turn your head, so I can see both sides, I'll turn my head, I don't have blockers on, cut the shades off. So, the thing is, we are all able. We are all able. We are all still equally made of God, whether we reflect in our patterns of life or not. When we start seeing everything in larger contents, we become more willing and eager to sweep away anything that might prevent us from touching pure joy. All the spirit, the fruit, the fullness, the sacredness is already here for the taking. So what's stopping you from getting you some? It's already here for the taking. What's stopping you from getting you some? Happiness it's a fleeting moment. I mean, happiness is something that you can obtain by doing joyous activities. I'd rather have a life of joyous activities with the contemplation that there's going to be some setbacks, but it's always going to be joy in my life because I can go through a setback knowing that it's going to be still good, because we're going to have life and birth. We're going to have life and death. We're going to have good and bad. It's going to always be a diverse side of each thing. So if you're prepared for it, you're mentally prepared for it, you can go through it with joy still in your heart, embrace the sadness, and still come through the sadness and still feel that joy to be happy another day, another time, for somebody else. Whew, deep, man. We're stopping y'all from getting y'all something, man. That love, that agape love, that agape love, man, that all unyielding love that's forever, unceasing. Man, powerful. The process of change. The things you go through mold you. Indeed, the things you go through, if they don't mold you, they lost you, man. If they don't mold you, they fold you. Ha! I like that. If they don't mold you, they fold you. The things you go through in life, man, you better start understanding things, man. The time one puts into a practice of an art is what one is getting out of it. Like me in the barbershop, ain't nobody ever thought I was going to cut hair. I never thought I was going to cut hair. But it took practice, over practice, and continuously doing it over and over and over and over again. I became pretty good at it. But it took me practice and dedication to want to learn the craft, to want to learn something. We all can learn something, but it's up to what you want to learn, what you're going to put your focus on. So that's another thing. You want to go to college and get all these certifications and get all these different degrees to be what? How many different certifications, different degrees do you have already? What jobs do you have with these certifications, degrees that you earned to do them jobs? Are you working for the degree and the certification that you got? Or did you just get another job just because it has nothing to do with your degree or certification? So the thing is, what's your calling? What's your purpose? What do you enjoy doing? You're going to make that your calling, man. I mean, if you can do something and becomes fruitful in life, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. But learn to do something that you enjoy. Stop going and taking all these different trades and everything and just stacking up all these certifications everywhere that don't mean nothing. They're just taking up wall space and everything. Yeah, you know how to do something. But are you doing it? All right. Go back. The process will change. The things you go through mold you, or they fold you. The time one puts into practice of an art is what one is getting out of it. If we spend a half hour 5 times a week on something over the course of 5 years, one will become professional in whatever field one has chosen to pursue. It's through the process of training that one truly is valuable, not some goal. Read that again. It is through the process of training that is truly valuable, not some goal. The process of training formulates your mind and makes it grow stronger. If you just focus on the end result instead of learning and going through the process, you ain't gaining nothing. It's the process that one has to go through that elevates the person to the next level. If you try to skip the process, you're gonna miss the meat and potatoes of it all. Just gonna miss it, man. All of life truly exists at this instant. So never stop learning. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. Never stop your elevation. Never stop your growth. Never. Never stop. For one thing, the events themselves, the practices, the considerable physical challenges and all that demands our attention during the course, but they are virtually meaningless except as a way to develop our inequality. It is the same way in our day-to-day lives. The practical world may require most of our attention because there's always so much stuff going on around us. It requires most of our attention. But it would be crazy to forget the spiritual purpose behind every situation we face. We all need courage to change. We all need courage to change. If people don't understand it's a veil right there, that it's a spiritual realm that's right around us that we can't see. I'm waving through it and everything. I can't feel it, but it's there. Just like the air you breathe. You can't see it, but you can feel it. It's there. You believe in it, right? It's there. You can't see it. All right, we all need change. And it takes courage to change. Because who wants to battle and face them demons or whatever it is to change, to go the opposite direction? It's hard to stop something once it's gotten momentum. Once something's gained momentum and is moving, then all of a sudden you want to abrupt and change it. It's kind of hard because it still wants to roll in that direction. It still wants to go. So you have to work, slow it down, and reverse the process. Reverse the process. It takes work. A lot of people don't want to put that work in. They quitters. They cheat. They stop. They put it off. It never gets done. So they remain the same. Sad, right? According to the sages, our lives are solely a journey into the divine nature. Love, godliness, holiness, however you put it. Life is merely the vehicle for the awakening of our souls. Life is merely the vehicle for the awakening of our souls. You need to wake yourself up, become mentally enlightened. Because, everything, we start at the bottom. We're on the bottom level. We all can see eye to eye. I can see as far as I can see that direction with everybody in my way. So, anybody on that way far side, I really can't see what's going on because I got everything blocking me. Because I'm down here with everyone else. Once you start to climb, you start to elevate, look back down. Whoa, I get a better picture up here. That means you can see clearly. Once you elevate, you can see the circumference of everything around you way more abruptly. Everything becomes clear. You start looking down. Now, everyone that's down there see you because you have risen. They couldn't see you when you was down there. Get that? They couldn't see you when you was down there with them. You had to rise for them to see you. But once you've risen, now everyone can see you. Everyone that looks up can see that shining light in the sky. They see what they didn't see before. It's all up to you how you want to elevate yourself and grow. Just like you said, life is merely the vehicle for the awakening of our souls. Did you guys catch that? Let's go, man. As one say, God one came in the door. But the awakening of our souls is of our life's request to find our purpose. I'm going to continue with that one. That was just a snippet. I'll stay blessed, man. Romans 12. 2, renewing on your mind. Great dates.